Okay, so real quick, I just want to talk about the network of troll accounts that it appears have been made. I don't want to say by Daystar, but I don't know, but it appears allegedly, in my opinion, and I'll show you in everybody else's opinion. It looks like, in our opinion, these were all created by Rachel Lamb. Excuse me, this air out here is terrible. It looks like Rachel Lamb created all this, and I'll show you how right now. So we have Rachel Lamb right here, and this is, which one is this? This is her account. What does she say? Thank you for all of your prayers and messages of support. Which then you go down, and it's a lot of people that are not praying and supporting her. They want her to have her Pete turn himself in. But you go down, and then I found this here, and I was like, is this real? It says your mom's dad also sued for sexual harassment. Okay. In 2008, Mr. Trammell, sorry, I don't know, um, had a secret camera installed just outside his office so that he could see if someone was approaching his office door from the television screen or monitor inside his office. Michael Harris, a Daystar employee, installed the camera. Mr. Trammell then began calling plaintiff into his office for what he referred to as quiet time. During quiet time, Mr. Trammell would make plaintiff hug him tightly for long periods of time. He would often put his hands very close to the plaintiff's blah blah or blah blah during these extended touchings. On more than two occasions, Mr. Trammell told plaintiff to sit on his lap. Okay, so I was like, could this be real? Like, did somebody just type this? Because you don't want to say it if it's not real. But then when you click on this link right here, it goes there. And this,
Do anything wrong. And in just a moment,
he has the
about four
real,
slides in, I'm going to show you the attorney firm that filed it. And these
this guy,
guys
his
ain't
name is
quacks, y'all.
Ohio
They're
for
real
Freedom.
attorneys,
It's a
highly
long
respected.
video,
And so
but
this
it's
is not
Ohio for Freedom.
National
And it looks
Enquirer.
real.
This is
And he's
not
also saying
some
allegedly.
kind of
We're
quirk or
talking at the
some
same
kind.
time. Sorry. So he's saying allegedly as well. So sorry, I'm so sick. Anyways, it's real. So it had me thinking Rachel has said she's also a victim of what Pete allegedly did to her niece, right? So all the time I'm wondering, why would Joni continue to cover? Why doesn't Joni just say, you know what, Rachel, I'm done with this. You guys have to go. We're not doing this anymore. This is too much. Like, why is Joni lying and covering for Rachel? And I've been wondering from the beginning, I thought Rachel must have something on her, because why would Joni let her ruin her life? You know what I mean? Because that doesn't make sense. And that's what my thought process has been the whole time, is something somewhere along the lines happened to Rachel, and Rachel is just ready to throw her under the bus. And also, not just that, when the father, Marcus Lamb, immediately declared Pete innocent, there had to be something there, because why would he defend a pedophile? Why would he do that to his own grandchild? There's something that's not right about that. Okay, now going back to all these troll accounts. Okay, this is Rachel's account right here. And then we're going to go to an account that somebody made called Department of Church Accountability. Oh no, this is still Rachel. Oh, I'm going to have to block that out now. Let me see. Where was that? Rachel Lamb, right? Her own brother. This is what she's posting about her own brother after what he has endured. Okay. And the reason we're going over these troll accounts is because Rachel's using, allegedly, all of these troll accounts to muddy the waters and make it appear that Jonathan only cared about the presidency at Daystar, when that is not the truth. That's not the truth. If you go back and you look at everything in order, that's not how it went. So we'll go over that. But another thing, this is not gossip. This is all just telling a story of what happened so that people are aware, and that these troll accounts are not going to succeed in their mission to get other people to bully the victims. Because whenever have people decided not to believe the victim. It's like only this one time that it's this big corporation that they don't want to believe the child. And that's crazy. You have Denise Boggs, you have Debbie Linhart, you have both of them corroborating what Jonathan and Susie said and basically calling Rachel Lamb a liar, saying, no, we never said that. He didn't want to comply with the investigation, blah, 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 blah. And so now you have these three people, just even them alone, but you have Rachel allegedly going online and creating all of these accounts. And what makes it seem like it's her creating the accounts is the verbiage. She uses the same language in all of them. And after pointing that out to her, what does she do? She creates another account and now she's talking ghetto. It's like, girl, every time you get called out for something, you instantly change it to fit that narrative. Like, oh, you say I'm using my same lingo on every single troll account. Now I'm going to make a new account with a different color and I'm going to start acting ghetto. And it's like, wow, you really think that we're stupid, but it just shows mentally how mature she is, because she doesn't think that we'll figure it out. Like, oh, we tell you, we call you out, and now all of a sudden, come on, like, come on. Anyways, also some of the ones that we called her out on have now locked the accounts up. Man, this fog out here causes so much shortness of breath. It's like, what the heck is happening? So let's go. I have to remember to, okay, look, this one right here was talking major, major mess and harassing Jonathan and Susie. And I'm going to insert those screenshots. The name was Silverado, but they changed the name on top to say that, but it still has the same @ name down there. Okay. I'll insert that. And then let's go here. So this account, everybody thinks this account is Rachel Lamb. This account was created not long after Susie Lamb blocked Rachel. And everybody kept calling Rachel out, telling her, like, you're posting some disgusting things, knock it off. And of course, I feel like she just has too much pride, because she couldn't stop. One post X had to take down because she just refused to take down a photo of her niece and have her medical history on there. She did blur the face out, but it still showed her body, and it was just, I don't know. It just, I don't know. It wasn't cool, but she refused to take it down. She just flat out refused to take it down, but X took it down because it violated their policies. So then we come down to this, okay? This counterfeit correction. It's exactly like the blue slide that she made on her page, why Pete's innocent, or the truth about Pete. The verbiage is exactly the same. So I think she wrote this and then asked somebody from Daystar if she could use their name. That's my personal opinion, because the verbiage is the same. And this guy whose name is on it as the author hasn't been heard from on this app since like 2017 or 2018. I'm not sure. So it's like, I don't even know if that man is like in hospice somewhere, like not even able to give a yes or a no, you can use my name. I don't know. I'm just saying, he hasn't been around. Suddenly he pops up and he's defending Daystar. So then, I wish I could breathe. You come down, let's see. And of course, attacking, let's see. Everybody commenting on here. Everything that she posts, the article states, Susie said her daughter told her that a man, blah, 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 blah. It's like, she has no, and for a Department of Church Accountability, the things they post on this page are vulgar. Not even just that, they only post about Susie and Jonathan. They only do things to harass Susie and Jonathan. So why would any church accountability only attack one party that's victims? It has, like, what's happening here? It appears that this is Rachel. So again, it's called Department of Church Accountability. And then Rachel just posted on her X, oh, I'm leaving, I'll be back like in February. But there's these other accounts that, yeah, that she's appears to be posting from. Let's see. Take a break from this app, taking a break from this app until February to focus and prepare for the year with the Lord. Excited. Oh, she's a liar. Okay. How about justice? That would be great. Let's see. Somebody says enjoy. And then somebody else says, are we still going to hear through this account? So this one right here called Christian Hearts, another account that it appears she's operating through, part of her hate network, um, says vulgar things. Let's see, the next one, did you find the rehab to go to? Taking a break from X. Maybe she could convince Pete to cooperate. You need a soul. Hallelujah. How about this one? Are you, oh, this one? Okay, so this account right here that says G Dixon just changed their profile photo. Well, before they changed their profile photo, you could put the photo inside of Google and it came back as Rachel Lamb, Rachel Lamb's X account. And I think, in my opinion, what happened was she's doing too many accounts off one IP address and Google picked it up. Because what are the chances of Google saying that this account right here belonged to Rachel Lamb? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And I'll insert that screenshot too. So let's see what else. There's there's a whole list of accounts that many people believe are Rachel. A lot of people just um, don't believe that that she's leaving, that she'll be posting from other accounts. This one right here, not Rachel 7. So they came up with this little not Rachel. There's a bunch of accounts that say not Rachel. How obvious is that? But they're only attacking Jonathan and Susie. This one right here, Nazarene. This one, she just seems to be like, he or she just seems to be off their rocker. They say some really off the wall stuff that could be part of her game, but there's nothing credible about them. So they're just like a real, whoever's manning that account is just a waste. The other accounts at least try very hard to throw a different narrative out there and even lie and say that that wasn't what the first report said and continuing to say that. So let's see. This one right here is a fake account. They're pretending to be I think the person's name is Blaze, but I know the podcast name is Wake Up and Win. And so when you put in any kind of AI, Chat GPT, or the AI from X and say, you know, how can you tell when somebody is manning a network of accounts? One of the things is they cross post. Okay, that's what she was doing in the beginning. She was getting all of these different accounts and she was sharing them to her private account. And then you go to their accounts and they're sharing stuff to their accounts. They're just trying to put the word out there, basically. So here, that's what's happening. This fake account is sharing Department of Church Accountability, sharing all these articles, obviously sharing a lot of hate, has this same account here that Rachel, that it came back saying that it's Rachel's when you put it in Google. This lady here is just, this is a real person. She's just like a real nut though. This person right here, she's just, like I said, who just decides to support the pedophile? Like, people advocate for victims all the time, but who decides that they want to support a pedophile? And you can't say there's no evidence, because the evidence is the evidence. The evidence is the outcry. The evidence is him not wanting to cooperate. The evidence is him exposing himself to the child being fully nude and then telling the parents to set it up in case she tells. The evidence is after exposing himself to her, then he finds himself in the room with her completely naked. Those things, they're not coincidence. It's too much in one. The evidence is Rebecca seen him kiss all over her inappropriately. Rebecca and her husband saying that he's not allowed over to their house. Everybody's keeping their kids away. So, I mean, at this point, they know what's going on. They're just not being very nice people about it. So, let's see. There, I don't know. Did I show you yet? It's a fake Julie. Um, but They do have a set to where you cannot, some of them you can't find them unless you have somebody commenting back to them. I don't know if we went over this one. Did we? Was this one of the first ones? This little cartoon here was something that in the beginning when Susie first blocked Rachel, she made one of these about, she made exactly one of these about Susie. So if she was denying it then, it's obvious now. Um, this fake account pretending to be Julie Royce from the Royce Report would post something like this. And also go down and share Rachel Lamb. Like, what are the chances the person, another person supporting pedophilia and also sharing? It makes no sense. This is a created network of hate to harass the victim's parents. That's all it is. And to spread a false narrative. I might change my voice in the voice changer because, ugh. Same thing, sharing this person's account. So maybe it is them that they're manning this account. Because, like I said, this account right here, off the rocker, just off the freaking rocker. Sharing her, yeah, I don't know. And then see how they're all harassing Jonathan, and then they think it's funny and post when he blocks them. So they harass, and then they make new accounts to harass from. Insane. And Daystar is aware of it. Joni is aware that her daughter is doing this. But again, her daughter might have her by the hair and say, well, if you stop supporting me and stop letting me run amok, I'm going to tell everybody that your dad made me sit on his lap, or I'm going to tell everybody that you knew this happened to me and you kept it a secret. There has to be a reason. Like, Joni, are you that bad? Are you that much of a bad mother and grandmother that you're letting Rachel, your daughter, run around and act like this? This doesn't make any sense. And when it's going to come to light, that no matter how long Joni lets her control her like this, because whatever information she has, there's going to be a day that Rachel's going to snap and she's going to put the information out there, because there's going to be a day that Joni says, you know what? I can't do it anymore. I don't care what you say. Go ahead, spill the beans. I'm tired of you. That's going to happen. So if it doesn't happen now, it's going to happen later. But it's just crazy that Joni is allowing this. Like, Joni, what the world, man? Like, I can't say anything that I want to say. For sure, I can't. But this isn't even all of them either. This is not even all of them. I was looking for this other lady's account. Let me see. Because I was like, not sure if this was a real person or if she was, this is where they posted something disgusting and everybody is telling her, like, this seems like Rachel. Everybody's saying on here, like, this is something Rachel would say, blah, 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 blah. And and then one lady goes on and decides to make it worse. And she posts this. She's saying that was in Susie's own words, or that was in the child's own words. Let me see. Susie in the daughter's school, when asked by Susie, a boy at the school who assaulted her, Roy's report is wrong. And then she puts on here in this, the big letters, her name is I'm a Gumdrop. And her profile is like, she's acting like she's a Christian. She has scriptures here. She has scriptures here. But then you go back and this is how she's talking about the victim. In the original story, confirmed by Joni, who accompanied Susie to the daughter's school, when asked by Susie, it was a boy at the school who assaulted her and another little girl. The Roy's report is wrong, and Susie changed her story. Yeah. This isn't the really bad one, but this lady, I'm a Gumdrop, she went on to put some like hideous stuff in another comment, and it's just like, you claim to be a believer and you're talking like that about a child. It doesn't matter that, like, we know what happened, but the way they keep talking about the child and referring to her and what happened to her is disgusting. But, anyways, um, I'm sorry, my chair is loud. This is the point of her just making a terrible network of hate to harass her own, just to harass her own brother and his family. Like, she's off the hook. He's too much. But yeah, in a little bit, we'll post we'll post the videos showing what happened, because what they claimed happened, or what they're alleging happened, because a lot of these accounts are going on, writing back to a lot of people, lying and saying that Susie said this and Susie said that. So what we're going to do is just post videos of what Susie really said, because it's just wrong that they keep lying. And yeah, so we will talk to you in a little while. I'm going to try to breathe.